Okay. Oh, pardon me. Are we live? Are we in voice? Hope so. And there's a YouTube. I don't know if I'm even using the right skin today. Sorry about that. A lot of things have been all kinds of goofed up this week. Turns out this patch of Minecraft that they released, I think it was what, Tuesday or so? Went through and had a ball deleting files. Thank God it didn't delete my world. I would have been absolutely livid and scrambling to try and recover things. But it deleted the files for more tools, which makes it annoying as all heck. Because I lost all the custom stuff from more tools. Now, okay, I guess I could have copied over a backup that I keep. Because I do back up my worlds pretty frequently. Minecraft loves releasing patches and hotfixes. This is the first time they've actually messed up my worlds with a patch or hot. Now, I know my 10,000 day survival world lost all its add-ons, custom and otherwise, at one point. All that stuff disappeared, which is really irritating. But yeah, I didn't have the mental faculties yesterday to uh, try for restoring from a backup on that world. Because it was just panic city yesterday. Everything was crazy. Okay, looks like Minecraft is up and giving me cave noises because, well, we've made a really big cave. So what's my skin? Oops. Oh, my elytra is so normal for this world. There we go. Yeah, it even deleted my custom skin when they did this patch. I had to figure out how to put it back. That's much better. Okay, all that said, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to building the world of Dream Angel in Minecraft. And it looks like YouTube is being okay. Okay. Get rid of all that extra stuff I don't open. I want to be able to see the stream, keep up with chat. There's really no doctrine that. Uh, why do you? Why did it do that? I did not say turn on incognito. I want to see my channel. Yes, there it is. I don't want incognito. I want my channel. You silly thing. Why did they put those buttons so close on mobile? It's annoying. Okay. Anyway, we have made this gorgeous place, and you gotta admit, these rooms are looking amazing. They're giving just the spooky vibe we're looking for. And I'm sorry if this seems dark. You'd have to have screen brightness up to really see a lot of detail because I want dark and spooky vibe in here. We got rid of the close stuff. But you look in each of these rooms. Let's see if we can make a full circle without repeating. And there goes Say Coder again. We're not doing anything that fancy, game. Or OBS. Really? Why? I've turned down video settings. I've turned down the encoding preset. Everything is like bare minimum, and it's constantly overloading the encoder. I don't get it. Alright. Well, now that we've made our spooky vibes down here, let's just throw a little bit of moss carpet around. AngelCraft loves to make things worse. Go away. At least for older, lower end machines and devices. I know on the Switch it is abysmal to play now. And it's a shame too, because being able to play on the Switch is a lot of fun. Okay, I think we've sufficiently made ourselves a crypt here. Now, the question is, without being able to fly, how do we get out? Well, we need to work on that problem. I think a good way to go about it was, why do you do that? I did not want to wear that. I wanted it in my inventory. A good way to go about it would be to just have a ladder. Or, wait a second. Let's do vines. That's certainly a good way to go about this. There's our opening. Over there. Yeah, we don't want this glowstone. Oh, vine here. I know it'll grow eventually, and I can't see what I'm doing. Bone meal vines? No. Well, I guess it'll just have to grow from there. Alright. Pale vines. So they have been very awesome. What the glow lichen? Just a little bit. There. I think these won't grow horizontally without something vertical. Ah, darn, can't pull on the ceiling, but yeah. And the biome is just gonna really bring them home, I think. Actually, we should put that there. There. This will eventually grow. We're going to stay in the area long enough. There we go. It's better than putting in a ladder, I think. We want the vines, but that'll do, I think. I'm going to skip the banners. We are going to have our fun making spooky stuff. And I think was a suggestion of soul campfire to mess around with. Ugh. I really don't want to mess with that floor. Ooh. I'm not gonna mess with him for a minute. I don't think we're gonna get away with these blocks back on top of the. No, we are. Ooh, oh, that just 100%. Okay. 100%, that really added to the vibe. So let's add a few more. Yes. Ooh. Yep. We want to do that. We're just going to be able to make sure we put the floor back properly. Not that way. Oh, yeah. Okay. Ooh. Spooky vibes, anybody? Oh, this is perfect. Oh, yeah. Yep. Definitely spooky vibes. Perfect. Was one detail I hadn't thought of. Beautiful. Just a few to stir up the vibe. But now we need to find our way out of here. Where did we put the... there's the vine, and it's starting to grow. Okay, we don't need that. I don't know if we're going to use the golem. I know redstone dust can look like blood. I'm not sure I want to use too much. Just a little touch. I'm going to skip the wither skull. I haven't been using it, so it's not worth working with. But I do have my fair share of ideas. Not much. Oh, wait. Let's see. Okay. Rough cobwebs around. Yeah, now that I think about it, I'm curious about something, because my Angelina Elytra is still intact. That was a downloaded resource pack. Oh. So that leaves me wondering, where is it? You still have it. Interesting. Question would be, how can we hide it? Hmm. still pale garden around here? Yes, it is. Yeah, I don't think we're going to use much there. You have those. We're going to use that, I think. I have a few assorted ideas. That aside, involve that armor stand for starters. Let's see. We'll see what we get out of this. I have crazy ideas going. Okay, fine. There's only 3, wouldn't it? Put it in the center there. That won't work for the trapdoors. Annoying. Come on, Mojang, if you really want to make things better, give us parity. Come on. It just really doesn't like... Give me that. It won't push it. Road! I'll have to settle for posing. Give me that. Fine. Alright, my idea with the piston didn't work. But the armor stand idea did, so we'll go with that. There we go. We don't want the helmet after all. We're done with you. We're done with you. we're done with a lot of this stuff. That. Okay. Really think we'll need the pale moss carpet, but I'm going to have it on standby. I want to kind of obscure that. Oh, slabs stop it. Okay. Darn. It'll go through solid blocks, but not go through slabs? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Put it in the right spot, I guess. It was too low. Yeah, we really want spooky vibes around here. We might even make a few more fluffy trees. And in theory, this shouldn't add too much light, I think. Might shine through the slabs, but not bad. Let's go elsewhere around here. Look back here. Shut up, encoder. On my nerves. Okay. Got a rusted hole back there. Look at these trees. Ah. I guess the shaping could be a little, maybe. I won't say I'm an expert on trees. I'm not. They are very random, so easy enough to have a love-hate relationship there. Yeah, good and spooky. Alright, let's scatter a few cobwebs, some skulls. I think we might have a little bit of fun making a few assorted trees. Well, just put that in my inventory there. I've been using fences for birds. I should do thicker. A little thicker. We want to obscure things a bit. Build this up. Make ourselves a nice fluffy little tree here. Might not be little, but We'll start with that. Hmm. I do know there's really no right or wrong way to make a tree, but I've noticed there's preferred ways to make a good looking tree. I have a feeling that's what we're going for here is just a good looking tree. I'm no Bob Ross. I don't do happy little trees. I do fluffy little trees. What if we make these branches that are nice and fluffy? That's not bad. Let's pull out a little bit on the fences and make some thinner branches. You notice with natural trees, there's thinner branches at the top because, well, those grew when it was younger. So if we make a few of these thinner branches, yeah, I'm definitely not Bob Ross. I don't make happy little trees. These are meant to be spooky and, well, scary little trees. But having thinner branches on top, I think, is making a bit of a difference. If we can make ourselves fun and spooky little trees. The setting coder again. We're gonna have to revert back to just recording for this world because of the update. That would be annoying. I like sharing this live. Definitely feels like OBS does not like streaming this world. They wanted an update, but the last time I tried to install that update, it screwed up everything. OBS is very finicky these days. Notice. But we're making progress, even if it is a little jittery and janky. Or next to everything. Oh boy, is that ever a fluffy tree. Yeah, but maybe we can fill it out a little more in the middle here. Definitely no secret that there's no right or wrong way to make a tree. And this thing's kind of weird, isn't it? I think that's part of the farm, really. Alright, there we go. Wow. Yeah. Okay, from the ground it looks kind of janky a little bit, but it looks like a tree at the same time. Yeah, that's just a tree. Okay. I'm gonna make a little adjustment here. I notice I'm not peeking into the red or anything when I talk. I'm pretty quiet. Whereas on Saturday, we're noisy. There we go. Is that a little better? I sure hope so. Yeah, I think we can safely, mostly call this area settled. I'm gonna say that broke out and such. Yeah. Well, I can almost curve a little bit here. Throw a little bit of extra light on here. Yeah. Okay, the campfires do seem to add a little bit when they're under the slabs. They've added some light. But you know what? I like it. It kind of makes the area spookier. I like it. Alright. So we're gonna mess around out here a little. We're not on the current map. Everything over by one and grab our toolbox right here. So much faster than hand placing everything. And placing would just take forever. Oh yeah. And then we let this transition be natural. Yep. Yeah, this natural transition out of the biome is perfect. That's one thing I like about this. Yeah, let's start from the back. Maybe putting in sidewalk at the front here. As messed up as that's gonna be. Behind here, not quite as likely to do that. Let's just go along here for all days. If we can't make this look really cool. And yes, beautiful. Oh yeah. Let's see, how far does this brand go? I used amulet to put it in, but I forget where the transition is, and it's nighttime right now, so we can't tell. But that. Ooh. Oh, this is definitely creating a good vibe. I like it. Okay. Yeah. Pale moss along here is going to be absolutely perfect. This is going to look amazing when we're done, I think. I love it for it. I'm here for it. Every bit of the way. Oh, yeah. Fantastic. I'm going to have to get rid of the glowstone. It's going to ruin the overall feeling around here. But, yeah. Ooh, that looks so good. Kind of see what's going on with the map here, but hard to tell, really. Just off it with this row here. Alright. we're going to take the surrounding area here and turn into moss, I think. Yeah. I'm actually glad they added the pale garden now. I don't want anything to do with creaking, if I'm being perfectly honest. Certainly don't want to fight it or anything. But okay, there's the natural transition. I want to leave some of this alone. There's our transitions. We will leave some of this alone. And the grass naturally change back to normal green. Gradually here. Might have gone a little overboard around here though. We're gonna scrap, get the carpet out of the way. We're gonna have to put in some extra dirt for the transition here. Yeah, it's a thought. Okay, we went a little too far with this. A little too crazy. If we kind of buff up our edge here. We can kind of use the terrain to gently transition from the moss back to regular grass. Just kind of blend them together a little bit. Just a hint of that blending there. Yeah. We're not going to get rid of the glowstone, just we are going to get rid of the obsidian though. And oof, my throat's already rough. Pardon me while I take a little drink break. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I can honestly say Debbie is very helpful. No, yeah, we want a little bit of that natural transition back to grass. So we're gonna get rid of the obsidian so we can see how much we want to blend that. Yeah, here's where it's transitioning. I could have painted that in a little more naturally, but or painted in the biome transition more naturally, but Amulet didn't let me. Alright, so right now we're just testing our surrounding area. Yeah. Here's our transition. Right around this line of obsidian is roughly where it transitions. And our moss before the transition. Moss is brighter than the grass. That's really the problem. We have to find where grass and the moss are almost the same color. Not sure. Get a little terraforming in while we're at. This is definitely in the biome over here. We want the moss to blend with the grass. And just kind of wiggle around a little bit with our moss. I think we can just naturally make it look blended. Definitely out of the biome here. Just look at the sky. Whereas when we transition in, it goes all gray and stuff. I'll admit, I don't really like the Pale Garden biome at all. But for our purposes with this particular build, can't be beat. Absolutely the perfect biome for what we want to create here. What I should do is make sure I take advantage of the map to make the transition look natural. Let's work on getting rid of the obsidian. At least on the map here. I want to get rid of the obsidian. Go. We have no obsidian obscuring our grass transition between biomes. If you look, and it would cross right about here at the obsidian borderline, so to speak. So that's where we want to transition from our moss to our grass so that we get the right look and feel for the area. Right now, we definitely have what we're looking for in the biome. There's a map. See if we can make all this look good. Okay, this definitely needs a little bit of TLC in the form of terraforming. We'll get there. There we go. Getting a little better on the terraining here. The map is definitely helping with this. Alright, let's see if we can get our map border, our biome border a little more smoothly than I did the amulet. Not bad. That helps the transition, I think. Alright. Definitely going to make this surrounding area look a lot better. When we finally get over here with the main part of the city area we've been working so hard on. I think will come out even better. They have things like broken sidewalks, I think. This area is meant to be like ruins and stuff. Part of the city that's basically seen better days. I'm liking how this looks. Okay. I think we've got a pretty good transition going there. Alright. Let's break out the toolbox again. And we want to all the way here. We're probably going to be off the map here, but that's okay. Yes, we want to do this. And poof. Oh, that looks good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Gives us a little more to play with. If there's any transition till over there, so we're going to be tweaking and tinkering a bit. And there really isn't any transition until we get over that way a little more. And it's right here. Okay. Definitely needs a little terraforming TLC, but there we go. Oh, this looks good. See if we can make it look. There we go. It's a bit better. We're definitely not getting rid of the glowstone until we're ready to build the surrounding area, I think. But can fix the surrounding area the right look. Yeah. This just is amazing. Yeah. Make sure. Why did you not? Game is getting weird again. There we go. It looks so much better. Quit changing tools on me, game. There's gotta be a bug or a glitch or something. Let's get rid of the bright orange hole in the way now. We don't need it anymore anyway. Let's just see what we got going on here. Oh, this area looks so much better now. Finished off that wonderful looking mausoleum. I'm not gonna. I'm very much happy with it. I love how it turned out. Okay. Yeah. Much better. Much, much better. Grid is great for building stuff, but it's always so much better when it finally disappears. Alright, let's just make another selection. Much better. Yeah, this is looking way better. Go. Even want to leave some of the grass alone. Ooh, I am liking how this is looking. Okay. Yeah. And rather than putting the moss up there, because we've got the stone and cobble in place already. We're just gonna keep it down here, I think. Yeah. Oh, this is looking so much better. There we go. Yeah, much better. Much, much better. This just cures the grid problem. Makes our transition feel way more natural. Alright, come back over here. Let's see if we can blend some of this in a little better. Yeah. I am liking how this is looking. We are absolutely getting a full-on biome transition. Okay. Now, up till now, I haven't really fussed with the biome of what I've been building in, but this just makes for a perfect transition right here. Let's fill this better. Just about there. Now let's just use the tool. Alright, there we go. Yeah. Ooh, man. This is not somewhere I would want to visit at all. Alright, well, we've got a lot of the surrounding area taken care of here. Out of there. We need to work on another map. So this is B17. I have a feeling we want C17 now. No? Aha! It just took it a minute to show up, didn't it? Okay, we need an item frame here. Get out of the full block tray here. Don't have to worry about it. Pick block it. Alright, we don't need B17 anymore. I am going to keep it so we can eye on things. Put C17 in the offhand. Oh, I was working L, wasn't I? Rid of that. And this is going to be the area surrounding our mausoleum and graveyard here. We'll trade back and get to work over here. Pardon me. I did that on purpose. So I could do natural transitioning from biome to biome. A little bit of biome blending here. You see on the map that the biome kind of ends around here. Okay. See if we can make this work. Okay. That. Get kind of a little wave going on here. Come on, stop that. We're getting very much good on this. Okay. I think we've got a pretty good look going here. And we can actually see what the map name is. His grid here was in the way before. Oh man, this is spooky. Perfect for the game. Transitioning right around here. These are a little bit of handwork here. Okay. There's basically our border, huh? But you can see the grass changing a lot sooner than where our border was. So we just have to hope the moss will blend in a little better. Alright, we'll take it out to here. But we're not making our trees right now. Annoying that it did that to me. Not what I wanted, game. Okay. A bit. Okay. Let's just see if we can make this transition. Yeah, that's gonna look so much better. Why did you switch tools on me, game? Ugh, I still haven't fixed that bug. Pretty sure that's a recent bug, too. Didn't used to do that. Okay. Can really see the transition now, which is just what we want. So if we get rid of Lydian, grass will help tell our tale. Oh. Okay. Wow, this is so much better already. Would you go to the right tool, doggone it? Yeah, you can really see the biome transition now. And there we go. Yeah, this definitely is shaping up to be a very good looking area. Yeah. Okay. Please. Our transition feel better. Okay. Just fix this. Yeah. 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 I think we're making good progress. Okay. If you're looking for wild and crazy, constantly screaming and hollering and stuff, you're not going to find it here. Even on days when I'm not streaming this. exception of Saturdays. We don't do wild and crazy on this channel in particular. Right now, we're very mellow, low key, classical music, easygoing kind of vibe. There it is. Oh, it looks so good. Okay, now if we fly up, now we can really see biome trend here. There's that stupid encoder again. Stop it. Auto saving that time. Being stubborn. Okay. All the way over here. That was the hard way. But whoop. Oh yeah. And bam. Yeah. Got a half hour to go. That side needs our attention. Oh. Not exactly on this map anymore. We're gonna have to find the next map. Probably 18? I'm gonna say it's C18. Alright, let's go see if we can find it. Get out of there. Yep, we are on C18. This is definitely where mountains start popping up. Okay, that means we're going to be on B18 as well. Pop that down, pop that down. Got what to do. That's 10 now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that definitely fixes it. And I just lost where I put those maps. Where are they? Where did I put them? Huh. Game delete them or something? Oh, no, there they are. think we're mostly done with a lot of this stuff. We might mess with that a little more. I think we're done with that. This extra stuff out of my hotbar here. Alright, that's B18. We want C18 right now. These markers on the maps. Right now we want C18. Grass. And go to town getting rid of some of this obsidian. Well, maybe not. Actually, we're going to get rid of the wool here. We don't want this line anymore. And this orange line of wool. We don't really need it. And poof, it goes away. There we go. Much better. Okay. Let's do a little bit of the moss carpet around here, but the transition is pretty short here. Alright, we're gonna just that this here. Let's just go for a little stroll. Work on some of the transitioning. Yeah. Okay. Let's get a little more of our transition going. Get did was just desaturate the sky. It's kind of annoying how where that happens here. Why did you... Silly thing. Okay. Okay. That gives us a little bit of transition going on. Okay. Alright. Let's see if we can make it work favorably. Yeah. Okay. I'm liking it. Why is it game? 1 minute you're in daytime, the next you're in night. Day-night cycle is supposed to be 20 minutes, isn't it? I don't know. I can lock the day-night cycle if I really want to, but I haven't actually wanted to with this particular build because I need to see how things look at night. There we go. Yeah. I think we can safely declare this area complete. We wanted a dark and spooky vibe. Exactly what we got. Lying under that. Yeah, we've got exactly the vibe we wanted there. Not too many trees. That's okay. Alright, let's clear the inventory. I don't think we'll need these anymore. Okay. All this extra stuff, junk, and nonsense. Don't need. Not currently, anyway. Okay. We were working on this map, which we are massively off. But I think that turned out really good. Let's head back to what we were doing before we started this spooky season build. Order it. Whoops, I see dark spots. Fix that. Dark spots are not allowed. Must have missed putting glowstone in here. The dark spots allowed. We want glowstone at every intersection of our obsidian grid. Another one over here. Where was it? There it is. Okay, encoder, you can stop being overloaded. Come on. Yeah, look at this area. This is a lot of room for building. You can stop being an overloaded, encoder. Yeah, look at this. We have these maps all marked out. We have grids on our grids. But that's gonna be half the fun of making all this stuff work. Come on. Let's see. Come on, encoder, you can knock it off. Kind of a view of the mountains out here. We do need stuff to spawn in, too. World is refusing to load. Okay. You know what? Go down here. We've got some more grid we can put in. For the pale moss. We don't want you. Go away. We don't need the grass in our thing here either. We want to finish our grid out here. Yeah, if I let them, stuff would absolutely spawn out here. It just occurred to me I forgot to add one little detail to that thing. But I think I'll do that off camera and keep it a secret. There are some secrets I want to keep in this world. This is turning out. The world is looking very nice. I'm very happy with how it's turned out. Even if it is laggy and glitchy and buggy. Definitely a full custom map. None of this terrain is natural generation. But come Monday, we'll have declared the mausoleum done and be back in the city, getting things done there. Because we really want to work the city all the way out here. It's going to come right up against those mountains. But it's certainly not going to look as nice out here. We've got like factories and stuff to put around here. Yeah, we're going to just take these last few minutes to put in this grid. Because we will be out here eventually. And having this in place will just save time and energy. Yeah, if anybody's unhappy that I had to end more tools, well, you can't be any happier than I am. I was looking forward to the dragon fight yesterday. But having that world be broken, well, nothing I can do. Not really. I do manage a fix, like a backup or something, we would have lost a lot of progress. Namely the Blaze Farm, which was a pain to put together in the first place. One concern the other day was because I couldn't hit, because Realms was down even. Of course you're autosaving. Why? Why are you autosaving right now? Instead of loading the terrain? Ornery. It's definitely big enough to be ornery. Yeah, this world really needs some optimization. Something. Cure the lag. And wow, I missed a lot of obsidian out here. I missed a lot of glowstone in the grid out here. Wonder why. I know I had to paint the terrain and export it in Java. And this is like way back. you'd have to go into the first playlist for this series, and it's like episode 20 or so. When I painted in all this terrain and had to go into Java and explore it. I'm not really a fan of playing Java. I will if I need to, but I don't really prefer it. Preference. That's simple. The people I know prefer Java. That's fine. They can prefer it all they want. I don't. I like being able to play with a controller. Much easier on me. I actually have better control. And honestly, the creative drift in Java would just drive me bonkers. I know I had a mod for no creative drift, but Bedrock, you stop on a dime now. And it's much better on older machines like this one. It handles Windows 11 well enough, but yeah. Alright. We're out by L, aren't we? Well, we're just taking the last few minutes of this and putting in our grid. Not the most exciting thing to watch, but it's not a bad thing to get this done too. I might have to finish the rest off camera though. We're definitely going to be heading back for the city. Alright. Nice, laid back, easy-going stream. No craziness. Nice and relaxed. A lot of area that I didn't cover with this. Wonder why. You know, this will go a lot faster if we just use the tools. Silly me, I should have done this in the first place. Go. Okay, it doesn't work 100% of the time, but on these flatter areas, yeah. We'll do the flatter part. We're just about ready to wrap up anyway. Much faster. And then on Monday, we'll be back in the city, building away merrily. Got some decorating to do there. I think this is where we'll wrap up for the day. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget to pay a visit to our Dubby sponsor. Use code DreamAngelCB for 10% off. And yeah, I do get a small commission for that, but hey, it's another way you can show support. And you get a good drink for it too. Personally, I've been enjoying the Japanese yuzu flavor, and yeah, it's a it's a good drink. There is some caffeine to it, but I've definitely not noticed any crashing when I have it. And yeah, caffeine and I don't always get along. So it's been nice not having to worry about the crashing problem. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this.